the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So, Florida Atlantic's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida Gators offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness. Once he's out in the open field, he shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Handoff for ball. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Snap from the gun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Makes the grab outside. It's Brown.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend.
Could be in. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line.
And now the hit knocks it loose. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
To the air on second down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pick off. What a play to set him up.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball. Lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gators.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Right down the middle. Got a man, it's Messer. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Unleashes one. Caught on the left side by Wilson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense in press coverage. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Pryor. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was...
There he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A spectacular one-hand grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake. Got him downfield. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Send the tight end in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, it's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If he has to be aggressive, if not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's a give the ball. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Gators will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff for Ball. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Texas State looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the swamp. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the left side. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bernard. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This time it's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Farrell. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his foot.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll run the read to the left. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Swings it out to the flat. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosion.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. With the catch, it's Bernard.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Bernard. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play. Defense together.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and
Bringing it back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Finds his man. It's Messer. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And the Owls trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the two-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensive. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last two plays by this defense, stopping the passing attack and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
A A field goal is not top of the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to barge in. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourself. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So we just